Oh, and I nearly forgot. Elias, a very merry unbirthday to you. Marcelina, you're getting hungry tonight, and a very merry unbirthday to you. Slip, of Clan Nosferatu, played by Vamp Daddy. Please do a rouse check to arise from torpor. You're also getting hungry tonight, and a very merry unbirthday to you. Sato Rin, of the Gaki, played by Softonomicon. Please do a rouse check to waken from your slumber. Oh, you don't need to, because you're Gaki, but you still get a very merry unbirthday to you. Kenun, of the Gaki, played by Daybreakathon. You also don't need to rouse to awaken, but you do get a very merry unbirthday. Ruby, of the Bruja, played by Wowzers. Please rouse to awaken from torpor. Wonderful. And a very merry unbirthday to you. We begin. Several days and nights have passed for the coterie. Kenun has led Sato, and even some nights Marcelina in meditation. Tonight, though, only Marcelina and Kenun are awakened and meditating. Marcelina is just barely able to fight off the compulsion that courses through her veins, compelling her to a restful torpor. Is there anything the two of you would like to talk about at this point?
Canoe. I'm getting a little hungry. I don't think I can meditate for much longer. I need to get something to eat.
I suppose that is understandable.
Are you alright?
Yes?
Good. You know, I've always wondered... Nope, that probably won't work for me. I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna eat before I do what I did last time. Thank you, though, for trying to help me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for allowing me to try.
As you stand...
Marcelino... Oh, go ahead, yeah.
A subtle, low rumble rises from outside, and gradually gets louder and louder as it seems to get closer, until it seems to be coming from directly outside your haven. A loud crashing noise fills the room. The walls seem to bend like a wave upon the ocean as the brickwork is carried away, exposing the pair to the outside world. The burning red sun is still visible on the horizon, shining through the house. Kenun seems unaffected, but Marcelina's flesh is slowly burning away like scorched paper, agonizing her body. You belong to me. The sunlight transforms itself slowly into a throne. A figure made of darkness, intangible, sits upon it. The landscape around Kenun and Marcelina becomes freezing cold. Houses become towering, solid forms of ice, and the figure reaches out towards Kenun. Take your place next to me, the figure says to Marcelina.
No. No, I don't think I will.
If you do not join me, then you will fight in my name.
Marcelina turns to Kenun, who is staring at her with a look in his eye that Marcelina has seen before. The look he has when he is looking at prey. Kenun no longer perceives Marcelina in front of him. Instead of his comrade, Kenun sees the daimyo before him, a tanto blade in hand. Marcelina asks Kenun what's wrong over and over, but Kenun only hears the daimyo's voice threatening him and admonishing him. What would you like to do?
That's a good question.
Fuck. Is there a way for me to tell if this is a dream or if what's happening to me right now?
Wits and insight.
Amazing. Okay.
Kenun, what are you doing?
Yeah, I think I would like the same sort of wait, what kind of role?
Wits and insight.
Yeah, so I'm gonna spend a willpower so I can rouse blood. Because, I need help. You said wits, right?
Yes, please.
Alright, not bad. Not bad.
Marcelina, you're able to easily tell that this is a dream, one of your nightmares. Kenun, however,
Okay.
is not so fortunate.
Okay, fuck. Am I able to tell that he's not, like, recognizing me after having asked him, like, what's wrong and not getting a response?
Wits and awareness, please.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Would that be at all helped by Kenun staggering back like you? What are you doing
Right.
here?
Possibly because Marcelina is able to tell quite easily that Kenun is not seeing Marcelina before him.
Okay. So, I am in a dream, though, right? Okay. I'm just gonna start running. Because I think that anything else I do will be perceived as, like, a threat.
Athletics and
and
resolve, please.
He clearly can't understand me, so... Athletics and resolve. Yike. That's not great. I don't think I could really help that at all.
You run the risk of a messy critical if you do roll the 4 as well.
Yeah, which I don't. I want that even less. So, we're just gonna have to stick with that. My intent is to try to
run away.
make distance.
Unfortunately, as many of us know, it is extremely difficult to run in a dream, and it feels like you're underwater, pushing against an intangible force, still trying to run as best as you can, but barely moving in the direction you wish to go. Kenun, what are you doing?
There would be a split second of pause as this figure of the daimyo seems to turn as though to flee. But I think the prey instinct is too strong to do anything but give chase.
Athletics and resolve, please. Sticking with it?
As a person, I don't think I have a choice.
Kenun suddenly finds himself directly in front of Marcelina.
Cool.
His 4 fangs bared, and his mouth begins to gape open, splitting his entire face into 4 different quadrants, and leaps upon Marcelina. The shadowy figure reaches out and grasps Kenon in midair, crushing him. You will take 3 superficial willpower damage, Kenon.
Oh my god.
And the pair awaken from the trance that overtook them, finding themselves back in the front room with Sato, trying his best to remain focused, but completely oblivious to Marcelina and Kenon's shared nightmare. Is there anything the 3 of you would like to talk about?
I think immediately Marcelina looks at Canun and says, You were there? You saw that, right?
And he sort of looks at her a little bit of, Well, his face does not give much away. He's pretty flat affect. I think by this point she'd know him well enough to see that he's kind of shaken, and he just nods.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, you are the expert. You tell me what we do.
Sort of pauses, visibly collecting his composure and thoughts. What is there to do but carry on? The path before us is apparent.
Right. Cool. Great, amazing, wonderful. Fuck. I'm gonna make a fucking phone call. That's what
As the
I'm gonna
undead
do.
talk, they become so engrossed in their conversation, they fail to notice that Ruby has been sat in the adjoining meeting room, patiently waiting for Marcelina. As the 2 Gaki slide the door shut, affording all 4 of them some privacy.
Oh. Hi.
Rough evening?
You can say that, for sure. Rough indeed.
I will say I'm not surprised. So you know, I took some blood from you. And I've got good news and bad news.
Alright, well,
Well, the answer to both is you're not sick.
pardon me?
You're not sick. You don't have the virus.
How is that possible?
That's what I'm here to ask you.
I should be very sick. I drank from a sick kindred. So I should be very, very sick.
Indeed.
Right, well.
Unfortunately, I don't have any answers for you. But we can still try and help you.
I don't know how much help you can really give me, darling.
Sounds like you can get all you need.
Yeah. Is, she gonna be mad at you? 'Cause I'm not sick.
Who, Regina?
Hmm.
No, we're happy for you. It's, a virus with no cure to it yet. I'm very glad that you don't have it. But we do need to figure out what is wrong with you. Because...
Well, right. Well, I guess I might as well tell you because I don't know if I'll be myself for much longer. There's a demon in my blood, in my head. I don't really know the details of it, but it's affecting me. It's trying to, I don't know, take over my body or do something fucky with my head. So that's the best I got for what's wrong with me.
How long have you had a demon?
Good fucking question. ST, would you say a couple months now? That I've
At the
had
very
this little
least,
demon
it's been
situation.
quite a while, yeah.
Are we all in the same room, or are they off in a separate area? Have we split?
The room has been split by a sliding wooden paper panel door. The most secure of privacy-providing materials, thin paper and wood.
I imagine. I imagine you can hear the whole conversation. So Marcelina will kind of slump down a little bit and be like, a couple months now, at least, maybe longer. I don't really know.
Do they know?
Yeah, kind of. At least Kanun does. And Slit.
And
But
they
if
don't know what
Sato's
it
not
is?
meditating in there, they would know. Oh, I mean, they think it's the fucking Yama King, the demon of demons. I don't know. But I don't really have much to go off of. I've always had nightmares, but it wasn't till I came here that it started getting a little different. It's when I first saw him, in my nightmares, and then things sort of escalated from there.
Has it manifested?
I don't know. Sometimes I hear its voice in my head. That hurts. Feels like an ice pick driving through my brain. Sometimes my eyes get a little weird. I mean, more than Hakata, they get all dark sometimes, but they've changed recently, so that's as far as it's gotten.
Well, we have limited resources, but we're going to help you. It's not really our area of expertise either, but I'm sure we can find someone pretty easily.
Yeah, I wish it was as easy as go get a fucking exorcism done, but I don't know that it works that way.
Well, have you tried?
I haven't, though I do have a cousin who's proficient. I
Don't we
imagine I
all?
can ask. Yeah, I imagine I can ask, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they'll be able to help me with this one.
Well, I say the worst that can happen is they say no.
Yeah. I'll have to give him a call. And I gotta eat. I'm really hungry, and I don't want to have an outburst like I did the other night.
Was it responsible for
you.
your outburst?
Oh, probably not. I've always been a little bit of a loose cannon in that way. It's just recently I started giving a shit about it. Yeah. I'll be back. And Marceline will get up and she'll sort of just walk slowly out the room. And she's going to go to her room and she's going to call one of her cousins and ask about, maybe getting an exorcism done.
Ruby just stays in the room, and I'm gonna text the headquarters, whoever can relay a message to Regina.
What kind of phone do you have, Ruby?
Is it this year?
It is.
Pretty normal, standard smartphone.
Do a rouse check for me, please, for Blush of Life. You may use the smartphone without issue.
Business phone.
Marcelina, the information relayed to you is that an exorcism can be performed, but certain important pieces related to the spirit are needed. For example, the fetter is the most important. Without that, it would be impossible to perform the exorcism.
All right. I'll give a quick thank you, and gonna have a few moments to myself in the room, sort of digesting all that, and going where the fuck am I gonna find a fetter? You know what I mean? Where do I even start looking for something like that? So yeah, Marcelina's having a few moments to just process that shit.
Yep.
This was not how she intended to start her evening.
While Ruby and Marcelina have their conversation that eventually dies down, what are Kenon and Sato talking about? If anything.
I would say that Sato is extra quiet. He seems excessively focused on trying to meditate. He seems very nervous about something, and he's not hiding it very well.
Yeah, I'd say for the moment, Kenun is still sort of he's taking a moment to recenter himself after the, everything just happened. So while Sato's edginess does not go unnoticed, he's not going to comment on it just yet.
So you two are going to just sit there in this silence of, well, I'm not going to talk first. I'm waiting for him to talk first. No, you fucking talk
We're
first.
meditating. Meditating happens quietly.
While everyone is meditating, Elias will walk in. After some time, Elias will walk in with a tray of hot green tea. Can I interest anyone in some hot tea?
Yeah. Yes. I'll take Elias.
Elias
Yes,
would
Elias, thank you.
set a cup and pour a cup for them both and himself.
So, Hanun, what was that before?
What was what?
Did you and Marcelina, you two seem to have a weird moment? I was trying to focus on what I was doing, but I did notice that happened. I don't know what happened, but...
I suppose you might say we shared a vision.
He leans in, kind of hands on his knees. Can we do that?
I would not say that it had happened if it had not, Sato.
How does that happen?
He sort of touches his third eye. The affairs
Sato.
of fate occasionally make themselves apparent.
Sato like brings his hands up to his little gem, like, oh, shit, is that gonna happen to me eventually?
Perhaps things significant to you in your journey along your path may become visible. However, it is important not to get vision confused with nightmare.
Oh, good to know. I've been having a lot of those lately.
Yes.
He like sips his tea very awkwardly. Elias, what have you been doing?
Well, I prepared this delicious tea, and I think it's interesting that I'm not the only one with a third eye.
Indeed.
So, okay, weird question. Kind of out of the blue. Elias, have you seen Slip lately?
Have I seen Slip lately? No, at least not tonight.
Do you know if anyone else has talked to him at all?
I had figured he was holed up in his workshop.
I think I last spoke with him, what, a week ago?
That's it? Just the well,
He has been absent.
like absent?
Well, I
You do
mean,
not seem well, Sato. Is there something you wish to say?
No, I'm fine. I'm surprised that he's just in there so long. And I would feel awkward checking on him because just how things have been between him and me. I just wanted to know if anyone else had checked on him.
no, I haven't checked on him. I didn't want to intrude on his personal space.
Likewise. However, if you feel
Okay.
there is cause for concern, dear Sato, we can remedy that.
Well, I think we should check on him. I don't know if there's any particular cause for concern, but we should go check on him. Maybe we could ask Marcelina or Ruby if they've seen him at all. Sato kind of like clumsily, really quickly gets up and like goes to the paper door.
Yeah, Kenun stands as well. Very much giving Sato a why are you acting so shady kind of look.
Perhaps he was abducted by one of those spirits or demons.
No,
I find that
don't say that.
incredibly unlikely.
Just like pulls open the door, like looks for anyone on the other side of it.
I think Ruby's still in that room.
Hey Ruby, you generally know where we are randomly. Have you seen Slip at all?
I don't think so, no.
Where's
Very
Marcelina?
well then.
Marcelina went to her room. She had to make a phone call, I think.
Okay.
Kenun's already walking towards Slip's room.
With that being said, Marcelina would have, like, if we rewind time a little bit, she's knocking on Slip's door. After she's, like, had a moment, she knocks on his door. Yeah.
Coterie make their way upstairs to the
Hopefully
door
there's-
to the loft that Slip uses to rest. They find Marcelina waiting for the door to be answered. Coterie unite upon the landing to decide to investigate Slip's welfare, finding that the door, although unlocked, is not opening. What would you all like to do?
Oh, he's got about 1,000 locks on this fucking door. And she bangs harder on it this time instead of a polite knock. It's very much like cop knock. and she yells.
FBI, open up.
For Slip.
What's the
Yeah,
awareness,
she's-
please, Marcelina?
Yes, great, thank you. I'd like to, if you'll allow me, use my specialty. I mean, it's... Can I do this? No, actually, I don't think I can. Hold on.
It's
Let me
not a
double check
difficult
something.
roll.
I have. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna do wits and awareness. I do want to, depending on, I guess, what I get, do my heightened senses for hearing to see if I can, like, hear him tinkering in the room.
Oh, add a +1 then, because I think your heightened sense with hearing will actually help you with this anyway.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Well, it's not great, but
As you-
good.
Bash upon the door. With the amount of experience you've had of forced entry through doorways, you realize that the door is unlocked, but there is something relatively heavy behind it. An ad hoc barricade has been placed there.
Come on, Slip, open up. It's me. Do I hear any kind of tinkering or movement or anything in there? Other than that, like, heavy whatever he has in the way?
I think for free, you don't need to roll. You won't hear any real signs of life, but you will hear the distinct sound of hornets, many hornets, buzzing around.
Why are the fucking bees out? Yes, yeah.
If the door opens a little bit, I would like to put my phone in like record mode and just like stick it in the door and record like 10 seconds of video.
Yeah. No, there's bees in there, so you might get a bunch of footage of bees.
It would be a B-roll.
They're hornets.
Roll for bees.
Roll for bees.
No, I think you can do that for free, to be honest with you. And there will be an ever so slight gap. And you do get a footage of hornets buzzing around. Most of them don't quite seem to come in focus. The room isn't exactly trashed, but it is far more disorganized than Slip usually keeps it.
Son of a bitch.
How heavy does the barricade seem? Does it seem like if we just push the door real hard, we could kind of shove it along with the out of the way?
I can
Try it if you want with strength and strength.
Okay.
hold on, real quick before someone tries to open up the door. I want Elias to try. I'll help open up the door, everyone. Elias will go. I'm not even gonna roll Shiv. Elias will go and like try to push the door open, but it won't even make a creak. I think it's firmly shut.
Yeah,
It's not
thank you,
are a
Elias.
treasure.
I had
Thank
not
you so
noticed.
much.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna kind of like shove the door, just really put my weight into it.
Strength and strength, please.
If we can give him a +1 for me helping, because I'd like to try to fucking Spartan kick this door open.
Yeah.
I would love to help too, and I think it's only what +1.
Oh, you can have +2 for the assist. Ken on of the Gaki.
Having a day, all right.
Sticking with it?
You re-rolled a 1.
Well, I feel like I probably should re-roll, but on the other hand, I took all that willpower damage.
Did Elias soften the door any?
No.
You know what? I'm just gonna stick with it, Shiv. I'm just gonna stick with it. I know who I am as a person, and who I am as a person is disaster.
If I see anyone struggling, I will also try and help.
Yeah.
Well,
I
Canon,
think between 5 people, maybe we could open a door.
you'd think, but look all those
Hopefully.
dice and only 2 successes.
It was a really effectively built barricade.
Is there a window outside?
Oh, hang on. Canon attempts to force the door open, but the demon that is inside of him takes control for but a moment and softens the blow, preventing Canon from breaking through. You're able to keep the demon at bay from controlling you and taking over Canon, but at extreme cost to the chi that flows through your body, sustaining you. Increase your hunger by 1.
Okay. Really putting me through the ringer already.
There is no window, as this is a loft.
Okay. I just wasn't sure. You know, sometimes attics will have like a small
Yeah.
a small window. Okay.
And we try to force the door open again.
Yeah.
I'll step back and let Ruby and Kanun and Satu have at it.
I mean, you
I'm gonna
literally
push
have a
the door
kindred
again.
battering ram called a Brujar here.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna step back and I'm actually gonna if I can, I wanna
Are you gonna-
go. What?
Are you going to pick Ruby up, hold her like this, and
No.
literally use her as a battering
first.
ram?
I want to try open the door the normal way first, but if it doesn't work, I mean, there's no promises.
I am personally not gonna do that to Ruby. I'm actually gonna I'm going to go and get my guns, and then from there I'm going to now, just remind me real quick, is the houses, because I know we're in a village, would there be sort of a backyard area kind of, or like an open space there that I can maybe check out the house and see if there's been any kind of movement?
Yeah, absolutely. It's all
outside of it.
behind the house is completely undeveloped open space area.
Okay, great. Yeah, so I'm just trying to, because I know there's not a window or anything like that, but I'm trying to do a little walk around outside the house, because if Slip was taken, and I'm feeling that he might have been, given the state of his room and his lack of hornets,
Would you
I want to see if there's
prefer?
any, like, distress.
Would you
Right.
prefer wits and awareness with a +1 for your speciality, or intelligence and investigation?
I'm gonna say wits and awareness, and then +1 with my speciality. Actually, because it's Slip, I'm arouse the blood.
It's not
what
going
I'm
to be a
gonna do.
difficult roll.
It's not? Okay. Alright, well. Then we're gonna go wits and awareness. Right? That's what we're doing? Okay. And then +1 with speciality. And then... You see, this is why I wanted to do...
Dice
The
just
rousing
aren't
of
digging
blood.
it today, are they? You could re-roll
Yeah, I'm
2
good.
of those,
Can I-
though.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That most certainly will be what I will do. The dice really just don't want me to know, is what it is. They don't have any interest in letting me find my friend.
Perhaps Slip has entombed himself in his room to never be seen again.
To brace my feet on the floor and really, like, shove into it. You know where you push from, like, the hip, so you've got the lower center of gravity to really just
A good
inch
yeah,
the
a good
barricade
hip
along
check.
the floor.
I want
A
to.
good
I want to just
Hang
say
on,
that
hang on,
this
hang on.
entire time.
Marcelina, as you patrol the house, attempting to find any trace of what may have happened, you're having a brief moment as the beast takes over. Yeah, that would be fun. Instead of searching for clues, the beast is shouting and screaming at you inside of your own skull. If you were up there right now, you could easily take control of this situation. You could have been in there by now. You wouldn't have to be fucking around outside this house looking for clues. You can no longer use teamwork, and perform any action that avoids establishing dominance or challenging authority at a 2 dice penalty to all of your pools. This compulsion ends when you have won and gloated over it. You are suffering from the dominance compulsion.
This is some bullshit. Okay, well... Go ahead.
Shiv, can I go grab a screwdriver?
Yeah.
We've got one in the house, right? Alright, can I start unscrewing the hinges on the door?
No?
Damn.
There's nowhere
can I
near
roll
enough space to get a screwdriver in tiniest of gaps where the hinge is. However, it is a very good idea.
Can I roll to open it again?
Yeah, you absolutely can. Strength and strength. Why is it always doors in TTRPGs that are fucking bastard for
know.
everyone? It's not. It's a seems to be a universal thing. There we go.
I firmly believe it's the dice. You know, the dice just are like, listen, y'all get to do all kinds of cool shit, but we're gonna make doors hard.
It's really good to get these low rolls out of the way now, and not for what I have planned later.
Oh, dear.
Oh, good.
I
Just
want
warming
to
up.
point. I want to put that this entire time that we've been trying to open the door and all this, Sato has been behind everybody with just like hand and fist over his mouth, like actual fear on his face.
And Kenon, you are able to break the door down, removing the obstruction and opening the way forward. The simplistic bookcase used as an ad hoc barricade is not so easily swept away, allowing the way forward into Slip's workshop bedroom. Half the furniture inside seems to have been moved to one side of the room, leaving a workbench that I think most of you will recognize as the one Slip uses. Loud buzzing sounds fill the room, as several of the hornets Slip usually keeps in his chest cavity are seen moving about. A small cluster of them hang in the air, drawing the coterie's attention. They approach slowly, finding Slip's body desiccated, his chest sunken in further than you've ever seen it, the remains of flesh clinging to his skeleton. Upon his shoulder is a vaguely yellow, waxy layering, reminding the gathered of a hornet's nest. It's immediately obvious to the gathered kindred that Slip has fallen into torpor.
What the fuck? I scream that as I come into the room and see Slip on the floor. What
Can
the
I
fuck?
do a medical check on him?
Medical wouldn't help.
Okay.
Oh fuck! Do we have
He's
what
dead,
does this
Dave.
fucking man? What does this fucking man eat?
You
Rats.
could do an
Rat-
occult check if you'd like, Ruby, for what you're after.
Okay.
Do
So as
intelligence
Ruby's doing
or
that-
wits and occult, please. Yes,
As
Marceline.
Ruby's doing that, Marcelina is going to start kind of like commanding, and she's going to say, Sato, I need you right now to go outside and find you a couple rats so that we can wake this fucker up, because we don't got any blood bags in the house. And we made a promise that we weren't going to fuck up with the humans in our house, so go get some rats, okay?
So I gotta be honest, as Marceline telling this to Sato, the minute the room was open, he kind of busted and he saw Slip. He dropped to his knees and is currently crying and just constantly saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Over and
Marcelina
over
slaps
and
him in the
over again.
face. Marcelina slaps him in the face. Get it together.
I'm sorry.
Right now.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Stop it. Right now. You cut this shit out. Get up off the floor and you go do what I said.
I didn't mean it, I'm sorry. I didn't
You
mean
are
it.
saying that you're sorry, but you're not showing that you're sorry. I don't need your words, I need actions. Get your ass up out this house and go get them rats. Do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Good, great. Now let's get the fucking moving. And she'll like help lift Sato and push him out the door.
I'm gonna go run to go get rats.
Amazing, thank you.
Okay.
We may need a lot of rats to awaken Slip from torpor.
Ruby.
We might, but let's start from here.
Ruby, you are able to easily tell that Slip has fallen into torpor, likely from hunger, and he has been in this shape for quite some time. The injury upon his shoulder is being repaired as best the hornets can, as hornets do see him as their hive. You know that Slip needs something a lot stronger than rat blood to be awakened from torpor.
Okay.
Would it
So?
be enough to just help him myself?
I don't know what good our blood will do. In this instance, I don't know. You can try.
Oh, yeah. Just fight. And
Do a rouse check for me, please, Ruby. Ruby, you are able to break a small piece of flesh upon your wrist and will your vitae to the wound, letting it drip slowly into Slip's open, corpse-like mouth. Slip, you may awaken from torpor. You may slake one hunger, and you now have a level 1 blood bond to Ruby.
Yikes. With the injury that he had, can I look at that before he, like, fully wakes up?
Yeah.
I just want to understand what that injury is. Is it from
like he's
a
broken out
weapon?
in
Is it
hives.
from...
Hives!
What?
Yeah, I would also like to get a closer look at that.
Go directly to jail.
We are actively calling
examine
the
the
cops right
bee's
now.
handiwork?
Yeah, but was it? Are you being serious? Is it that the bees were like zing-zam or something else?
I think, given the state of the body and the fact that the hornets have begun work to try and repair the damage, it would be extremely difficult to be able to tell what caused this damage at this stage. You can still roll for it if you like, but it would be extremely difficult.
Right, well, if it's too difficult, then no. We'll just wait till he wakes up, and then I'll
I will
ask him.
say it doesn't look like it was done, you know, with your firearms and your medicine combined. This is easily a wound that is far bigger than anything a bullet would have caused, or possibly any kind of weapon. This looks far more
Okay.
hands-on.
does it
Right,
look
okay,
like a claw?
No.
Yeah. Canoon and Elias, would you help me look around this room and see if we have any evidence of what could have done this? I would like to inspect the room, but I do want their help.
I'll let
See
you do
if
it for
they
free.
catch anything that I might miss. Alright then, yeah.
You don't find
be looking
anything
about.
particularly out of the ordinary or amiss. The room has been
Okay.
slightly thrown around. Nothing over the top that would scream out to you, especially as a physical confrontation.
I think I'd like to slip away at this point and go help Sato find the rats and kind of check up on him.
Okay. You'll be able to catch up with Sato
If it is
quite
what
easily.
I think it is, if it is what I think it is, I'm finna fight. I'm about to be so mad. Okay.
Shoot.
Hello.
I'm at hunger 4 and I've just tasted blood. Am I frenzied checking?
Yeah, you should be. Really, shouldn't you? Hunger Frenzy for me. Difficulty 3. Ooh. You are just barely able to contain the beast inside of you as you feel this vitae coursing through your mouth and reanimating you. Despite your urge to feed more upon the source, you are able to suppress it and keep your baser instinct restrained. What would you like to do, Slip?
With creaky bones and joints, sit up like a rusty old scarecrow.
Welcome back
So-
to us.
What day is it?
Friday.
Oh, lovely.
Marcelina will, she gets closer to him, and puts a hand on his repairing shoulder, and says, "You gonna tell me how this happened?"
Yeah.
That cliffhanger note. We'll move to Kenun and Sato. Kenun, you're easily able to find Sato, who is not actually actively looking for rats. He is slumped down on the side of the pavement, questioning his unlife choices.
You are unlikely to find rats there, dear Sato Rin.
Hanun, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
And just give Sato a long, slow look, face completely impassive.
This is it, isn't it?
This is what?
This is when everyone comes to kill me, isn't it?
You are at fault.
I didn't mean to do it. I just got mad and
I see.
I didn't mean it. I didn't want to do it. He was still awake when I ran away. I didn't think it would end up like that.
That is usually how it goes, dear Sato Rin. People are awake until they are awake no longer. Rise, please.
He begrudgingly gets up, trying to control
what have
himself.
you learned?
What have I learned?
What have you learned?
That I have no control over myself.
And what do you intend to do about it, dear Sato Rin?
I don't know. I didn't think I'd get an option of that. I'm just assuming that Marcelina's gonna come running out of that building and shoot me in 3 seconds.
And you're just sort of visibly, like, though he still is standing calm and composed, it's visibly a bit more of an effort to do so now. He sort of takes a step nearer to Sato, still just looking him dead in the face. That is not an answer, Sato Rin. What do you intend to do?
Don't know what to do. What do I do?
This is where Kenun just straight up grabs Sato by the collar and sort of hauls him in. Make an effort. I want to see you succeed, dear Sato Rin, but I cannot save you from yourself.
Sorry, I don't...
You feel the way you do because you lack control. You lack discipline. This is what I have been trying to teach you, and this is what I have been trying to prevent. If this is not a lesson you can learn, dear student, do you understand me?
Yes.
You are fortunate to have breathed your second breath without the luxury of a formal education, Sato, for if you were my student under any other circumstances, you are right, you would be put to death for injuring a classmate as you have. I am a patient man, but you are running out of final chances. You must get it together.
I understand.
Do you? Tell me, what will you do now?
I am going to actually make the effort, Al.
You had better.
I'm gonna stop. I promise. I'm gonna stop hiding behind my own emotions.
Thank you. And, in the moment, what does that look like? You have made a mess of things. Now what shall you do to remedy it?
To stop crying and get the things to help fix the situation.
Very good. I'm here to help you. Let us find some rats.
Hey. Okay.
So yeah, I'd like to help Sato find some rats.
Yep, I'll let you do that for free. And you'll be able to find a couple of juicy, fat rats. There's very few rat-based media out there, so they're just generic rats. But meanwhile, while you're doing that, back in Slip's loft, Marcelina, Slip, Elias, and Ruby.
What happened?
Slip is going to stand very slowly, like his joints hurt.
Marcelino will probably offer an arm to help him right himself.
He'll take it. The movement in the one shoulder is a little weird, but he takes it. Sato Rin came to my room. I believe he wanted to talk, but we did not.
He definitely fed on me. I have not been this wounded in a long time. I had not been that hungry in a long time. With Elias running around the place. So many others. So easy. I thought to buy myself time until I slipped. Then you would find me. Which has happened. I thought it better than destroying one of our friends.
You made the right choice. I have sent Sato to get you some rats. However, I've never asked you exactly what your preference is. What do you actually like to eat?
I'm an ambush predator. I typically feed from anything that gets too close to the garbage pile I'm hobbiting about in. Doesn't matter. People, rats.
Well, then you and I are gonna take a little ride, and you're gonna eat properly.
I don't mind rats.
You're gonna need more than rats.
Maybe.
You just woke up from torpor. I bet you're starving.
He'll growl a little bit, and the fangs will extend, but because the skin's so stretched tight, the gums come out like past the lips a bit.
I could
That's
eat.
what I thought. Let's go. Marcelina is furious right now, but is keeping her fucking cool. And is being very objective focused right now, and being like, get, slip to car, take car to place where he can hunt.
He's old manning down the steps.
Are you taking Elias and Ruby with you?
If you two would like to join, you absolutely may. We are going now.
Step out to the front of the house. Just at the same time that you see Kenon standing behind Sato. A look of a mentor that has just had to admonish their pupil upon his face, and Sato cradling 2 arms worth of furiously scurrying about rats.
Marcelina just tucks Slip into the car and shuts the door, looks at Sato and says, "You and me are gonna have a fucking conversation later. Do you understand me?"
He looks at her very solemnly and just, "Yes, ma'am."
Hanun sort of makes eye contact with Marcelina from over Sato's shoulder.
She gives just a little nod to Kanun. I think Kanun would know by now that she really is trying her hardest not to lose her shit.
You all proceeding into the vehicle.
Yes. Slip will.
Well, Slip's been forced in that vehicle regardless.
Yeah. He squirrels himself away in the far back.
I think us Gaki are gonna go inside. I'm dragging Sato inside, and we're gonna find somewhere to, some pantry to stick the rats in for later. I don't know.
We're gonna shove him in a cabinet?
We found all these rats. Slip's gonna need them eventually.
Where can we lock them away? If we put them in the fridge, will they go to sleep?
I doubt that would be good. Yeah, we're just gonna stuff the rats somewhere.
Okay. No problem. We each take a seat inside of the people carrier. Where are you heading, Marcelina?
Okay, I am headed towards probably the closest city area
Yamagata?
that would have sort of the parameters of which he can feed, those alleyways and whatnot.
And I assume that
That's
you'll
where
be
she's
driving
headed.
fairly calmly as well, of course.
I think that there's probably nothing scarier than a calm Marcelina, and that's where she's at.
I would still like you to roll for me wits and driving, please.
I'm gonna have to rouse the blood, so
This
we
isn't-
may get
This
a
isn't
little
a failable
spicy.
task, as long as you don't get 0.
Okay,
This is
okay,
this is
because I
something
don't
else.
have any type of dots in drive. So you want to drive and what?
Drive and wits, please.
Okay.
And as the people carrier is driving across the mountainside, the illuminated hue lighting up the night sky of Yamagata in the distance, becoming ever closer and larger, dominating the view in front of you. Is there anything you'd all like to talk about? And Marcelina, all you have to do at this stage is gloat to get over your domination compulsion. Much to my disappointment.
How does one gloat over telling people what to do?
This is how you have a man,
Jesus.
Elias!
I don't know. I think if anything, you would just hear like mutterings from Marcelina, things like, they're all a bunch of civilians. They don't know how to fucking act. I like just going on a tirade of that, being like, they need someone like me around to fucking whip them in shape because this shit is inexcusable. And then there's like a little part of her that's like, that's hypocritical. You almost ate the whole coterie. But like, she's very focused right now on the fact that like,
Oh, a
this didn't
kindred
have
that's
to happen,
hypocritical.
and,
Say it ain't so.
I mean, can you imagine? But yeah, so it's a lot of mutterings of that, of like, they fucking need me, and this is why they need me, because they're a bunch of fucking idiots.
I'll let you be over
You
the
know.
compulsion when you arrive in Yamagata.
Okay.
But we still want to see Dommy Mummy in the car.
Right. So I think as Marcelina's driving, she'll sort of look in the rear view at Slip and say, "Why didn't you tell me?"
His head will poke up from the very, very back.
Well, it happened just before sunrise. I threw the barricade in place, and then I did not rise the next evening.
I see. Okay. ST, based off of like what sort of Slip has said, and kind of just the last time that I interacted with Slip, how many days had it been that has actually been out?
Pretty
Or-
sound good to
yeah,
you, Slip?
How many days?
Yeah.
About 3 nights.
3 whole fucking nights. They didn't say shit. Okay. Alright, well, we'll have to deal with that when we get home.
Are you going to cause him pain?
You know, I should. I absolutely should.
You should.
However, if I've learned anything, I don't think physical pain will do much of anything to him. So we're going to have a different kind of conversation, and he's going to learn his lesson.
Satisfactory.
Anything the 5 of you in the back would like to talk about? Sorry, 4 of you in the back would like to talk about.
4? Who else was in the car?
I'd imagine
Other
that
than
Slip
Ruby and
would be
Elias.
up front with you.
Oh no, he said he was in the back. I was looking at him through the rearview mirror.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Elias would pat Shiv on the shoulder and give him a bit of a hug. It's alright, Slip. We'll get you fed and you'll heal up nicely.
I also want to know, Ruby, how many cups do you have?
I just finished my coffee, so this is water.
Does Slip have any visible wounds or injuries?
I mean,
imagine
aside
so.
from the hive that's being constructed on his shoulder?
Yeah.
Slip,
Part of his shoulder is missing, and the hornets have actively replaced it with paper and honeycomb and shit.
Slip,
Yeah.
if you'd like, I could try to heal you some.
No. So generous. Please.
Wait, was that a no or a yes?
Please.
yes.
Okay. I will try to heal Slip.
I have a question for you, Elias. Sort of
Yeah.
out of game.
Oh, okay.
Doing that healing, is it going to cause you to bleed out of your eye?
A little bit.
That's not good, because he's at
Oh.
4 hunger. He's going to eat you.
We'll do it live.
Jesus! Marcelina is going to be like, as soon as she sees Elias raising a hand to heal, it's gonna be
Jesus
like,
was
no,
the
don't.
Sombra, he wouldn't give a shit.
No, he wouldn't. He would not. That's very fair. But yeah, it's gonna start off. No, don't. Fuck.
Rouse check for me, please, Elias.
Ruby, get ready. You're gonna have to hold Slip back.
Sticking with it, Elias.
Ooh, does this mean I get to heal an aggravated because I got? Wait,
What is happening tonight?
can I heal you aggravated?
What is happening tonight? This
You
is
know, I wish I
the
had
worst
some
kind of dice.
Yeah, I'll stick with it. I need to figure out how many that means I can heal if I.
I'm glad I brought wine with me tonight. You know, feels.
I'm
like the
regretting
top
my
of night.
water.
I'm stressed the fuck out.
To be able to heal 4 superficial. Oh! You could use reroll from Cthulhu, if you so wish.
If
Oh, that was for Ruby.
if he has aggravated damage, I think 3 successes could be 1 ag. I think that's in here.
Yeah, but it's
Can I be
messy.
a good Bruja and donate my reroll?
Yep.
For
If chat will
Carthage.
allow.
Okay. I guess I'll re-roll the 0, 5, and 4. Since we got a re-roll. Oh wait, well, it's a full re-roll, right? Because we got
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, do a full re-roll. Well, you know what? I'll go ahead and I'll rouse the blood. Oh, wow.
You didn't need... Did you need to do 2 rerolls for that?
Oh, I guess I don't have to re-roll the rouse, do I? Never mind. Well,
Well, you didn't need to re-roll to rouse for the power.
oh, okay, that was an accident.
Rouse for the...
Yeah, I did
shit,
that.
blood buff. Okay.
And I'll do a willpower re-roll because that is a shitty roll.
But then what was going to happen with the messy crit, I can tell you that. Oh, there you go, much better. So that
So
is...
4 successes.
So you're able to heal 2 superficial. And also...
No aggravated.
Because it was against a
If I
difficulty of 2.
If I spin the scene, though, the rest of the scene, that can lower it to a difficulty of 0, right?
If you can spend the rest of the scene doing that. But anyone who is at hunger 4 or more, please roll hunger frenzy for me, please, at difficulty. Oh, this adds to it, doesn't it, Elias?
An actual million?
Oops.
An actual million?
What's your bane severity, Elias?
I think it's currently 3. Let me check.
And the floor you have increases that difficulty by another 2?
Yes, I think so, yeah.
Oh dear. So, anyone at hunger
That would-
4 or more, please roll hunger frenzy at difficulty 5.
I'm holding slip. Once Marcelina told me I'm ready. Here we go.
Very well.
Alright, shit, go wild.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
First of all, slip, ruby, strength, brawl.
Sure. I'll use my kindred specialty.
Yeah.
This is some bullshit, I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, slip.
Oh my god.
Is this
This is a great birthday present, yeah.
Slip's hangry. Nothing's gonna stop him in that cheeseburger.
Oh no! Okay, hold on, let me
I'm
roll.
making Pac-Man sounds, bro.
Oh no,
This
don't do
is-
that. Oh, no.
Why did I?
Why
did I?
Okay.
Is it?
You could re-roll the 4 and the 3, Ruby.
Yeah, I know. But
Still a
should
great
I?
risk. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna switch to my physical dice because they like me.
Thank you, Mr.
Yes,
Gray.
it's-
I have a solution for this if you would like success at cost. Thank you, Chase.
Yes.
Lovely. Flip. You are overwhelmed by the beast, telling you to feed, to consume Elias. Thank you, Slay. However, Ruby is successfully holding you back. The beast turns its attention to Ruby. And you sink your fangs straight into whatever part of Ruby's arm you can get a hold of.
I'm gonna stop the fucking car. I'm gonna pull over
That's a good idea.
to the emergency lane.
Thank you, Sophia.
I'm gonna pull over to the emergency lane, turn on the fucking hazard lights. I will step out of the fucking car.
Oh, I'm not
going
quite finished yet.
Oh, good. Well, my intent is to get out the car and pull Slip off of Ruby. That's my intent.
Okay. Slip. You may take
Hello.
2 hunger. Ruby, You will increase your hunger by 2 and take 2 aggravated damage. And Marcelina is pulling the car over, turning the engine off, and like an efficient machine, disembarking from the driver's seat and opening the passenger's slide door, seeing Ruby being fed on, Slip being controlled by the beast. And Ruby, you mark 2 X's on filled out red boxes for aggravated.
In your health, yeah.
What would you like to do?
Am I successful in pulling him off of Ruby?
Both of you. Strength and brawn.
This is some bullshit.
Does Marcelina get help from me since I'm obviously kicking?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my
thank you.
god.
Please stop.
Are you done?
I'm never done. Why did we
going
get
to
in the house?
You know, the one time. Okay, I'm gonna rouse the blood.
Do
Okay,
you know what the,
we're at
do you know
4
what the kicker
fucking
is?
hunger, bitch.
You could have just given him
Yes.
the rats.
I thought
could have
I
just
was
given
the
him the
kicker.
rats.
No
But you know
teamwork.
what?
No teamwork.
You know what? Shit has happened. Hunger has been gained. But first, we're gonna roll these fucking dice. I'm doing strength.
Oh yeah, no
with the brawn,
teamwork.
right?
I think Marcelina would have, we'll say that Marcelina has done the gloating, and so it's fine for the +1, Marcelina.
I rouse the blood.
Yes.
So I get 3, right? Because my blood potency is 3.
+4.
+4.
Because you're rousing, and
Yes.
Ruby is giving the assist.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Jesus, Softy, thank you.
We are going to
Happy birthday.
willpower reroll is what we're gonna fucking do.
I'm taking a shot at Elias's death.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Would you also like success at cost? The suspense.
So sorry. Okay. I'm sweating. I'm actually stressed out. Okay.
Can
no,
I
I don't
blink
want success
at
at
this?
cost.
Pardon, sorry, Ruby?
Can I blink out of this?
No.
Okay.
Because of the grapple.
Cool. So what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna bite Slip, because the pain from the kiss will make him fear frenzy, and he's gonna have to run away. So that's what we're gonna do.
That's what you're gonna try and do.
I'm gonna try and do that. I'm going.
However,
I am assessing the
we've
situation.
still got to
and
deal
that's
with
what
the
I'm-
messy crit that Slip rolled and that you failed to stop.
Yeah, because yeah. Yep.
Marcelina, you attempt to tear Slip away from Ruby. Unfortunately, his grip is ironclad, and he is immovable. Slip, the beast inside of you, is furious. You tear off a piece of Ruby's flesh with your bare fangs that you were feeding upon, and draw your attention towards Marcelina, breaking the grapple. But Ruby, you will take 4 superficial damage, halved to 2.
I think he will swallow the piece that he has taken.
Are you sure?
Second stomach full of bees.
Thank you for the reminder.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm gonna tackle her right out of the car. I'm frenzying. I'm just gonna drive Marcelina to the ground and just...
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
Oh,
grab
I
down.
forgot. I'm in charge of your character, aren't I? Unless you want to spend a willpower point and ride the wave.
I'm just chilling. Do whatever. They're gonna have to kill me, bro.
Oh my god.
I'm going to agree
can
with... yes.
Can I try to take an action?
Yes, of course.
I will try to get Slip's attention and then use mesmerize on him.
Haven't you done enough? Alliance, goddammit.
And I'll
Yeah,
say,
you can try and get his attention. Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah. I'm going to try to get Slip's attention, and then I'll say, Slip, you're hungry. You're not yourself. Sit down and calm down. You need a Snickers.
And are you sure this is the action you want to take?
Telling him to sit down and calm down?
Yeah?
Well, no, you know what? Actually, this is what I'll say. I'll say, Slip, you're hungry. You're not yourself. Oh, no. Hold on. Yeah, sure. Why not? Slip, you're hungry. You're not yourself. Go home.
Are you fucking crazy? Oh my god. Oh my god.
What's the...
I'm about to
Using-
Kool-Aid man through the house.
using a power on with this?
Yes.
Okay. Mesmerize. Is it? Oh, what's the resistance for mesmerize? Okay, Slip.
Intelligence and resolve.
Intelligence. Resolve. With +3 modifier. Damn. But that's also... That's plus... That's going to be a success. And Elias, you are able to not only grasp his attention, you are able to focus your will directly into this command. Your eye bleeds profusely. Covering your eyes. You will increase your hunger by 1. But you are successful at telling Slip to go back home.
Shit.
Where your
Hopefully Softy's
ghouls
still there with the
and your
lights.
cult are. Sato and Kenun are sat in the people carrier.
Oh, right.
No,
right.
they're not. They stayed
Wait, no.
home.
We stayed home.
They stayed
Okay.
home. They're not
Okay.
there.
We're trying to shove rats in the cupboard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're playing
I will
hide the
also
rat.
use
In the
my session.
pantrattery.
I'm going to use my session use of suppress the hunger.
Of course.
Marcelina is going to throw the keys at Ruby and purposefully not be looking at Elias, throw the keys at her and say, fucking go home, and she's going to dip after Slip, because she's at fucking 4 hunger, and so, you know, move, and she just starts running.
Slip has descended to all fours and is pouncing and traipsing along the road, heading directly back to the house like a wild animal. Kind of hot, not gonna lie. It's kind of hot.
Doing it.
So, I'll have done that thrown the keys, been like, go fucking wherever, and Marcelina's going to start running after him, and she is going to pick up her phone, and she is calling. Does Sato have a phone?
Cannoon
Or
should.
Kanoon or
I
Sato
think
have a
Sato
phone?
does. I think Sato does have a phone. Hold on, wait a
Yeah,
minute.
no. Last time Kanoon asked Slip for help with phone. Kanoon doesn't have a phone right now.
Okay.
Elias has a
So
phone.
she's calling. Thank you, Elias. Thank you so much. I'm calling Sato. And I think all at first Sato is here is just like a string of curses in Italian. And then she, is right again, and it's like, he's coming home and he's fucking hungry. God fucking damn it.
Oh, what? Why?
Don't
What
let
happened?
don't shut up. Just don't let any of the fucking humans be seen. And then hangs up the phone and fucking tipping after this monstrous version of her best friend.
Ruby, what are you doing? With Elias bleeding profusely, stuck in a people carrier.
I'm also bleeding a good bit, I would imagine.
No. Kindred don't
Got a
have
nice
blood
little
flow.
chunk though.
Oh no. Good.
That's why, in my mind specifically, because whenever you need to use your blood for something like feeding someone from your wrist, in my mind, Kindred store all their vitae in their stomach, and then when you need it somewhere, you rouse to literally move it to where you want the wound so you can bleed out. That's how I justify it. So you wouldn't actually be bleeding because you have no blood flow.
Elias,
Thank
are
you
you
for coming
hurt?
to my TED Talk.
No, I don't think Elias is hurt. Am I? No.
I am. Can you drive?
Yes, of course I can try.
How hungry are you, Ruby?
I'm at 3 now.
Oh, you're alright then, that's fine.
Skirting the line.
Hunger Frenzy Part 2.
Elias is really hanging on.
Back at the Haven, Kanoon just turning to Sato like, shall I get the rats back out of the cupboard?
Yeah. Also, we need to make sure none of the humans are able to be seen when he gets here.
Just quietly putting the rats back in a box.
Oh. Okay. Well, this is going to be a test to get me to not be a fucking emotional bastard.
It's about time you learn.
I guess we're gonna go lock the fucking cultist in a room.
Yeah, just sort of just shepherd all of the
Oh.
humans into the attic, and we're just gonna be standing there on the front step with a cardboard box full of rats.
Right? I'm also gonna make sure, like, I realize I can go... Fucking... Marcelina's ghouls are still here, right?
Yeah.
Those two are competent. Hey, make sure no one goes out of this area. It's not a good plan. Also, that does come from Marcelina, so please. Get the box of rats.
You'll be able to successfully herd the two ghouls away, probably holding up in Marcelina's room. Literally the only other people allowed in her room without permission, directly from Marcelina. The cultists are locked safely away in the back. And then you just hear
There's sound. Oh my god.
as the feral creature that was once Slip pounces into the room, standing in the hallway on all fours, sniffing the air in search of fresh blood.
Oh, rats and like toss it to him, like throwing a treat.
Throwing a treat to a zoo animal.
Really toss a rat.
Dex and Athletics. Slip. Feeding roll, please. Okay, that's going to go to Kenon, unless anyone wants to reroll. Well. Kenon! You grasp a particularly firm, juicy, fat-looking rat and hurl it casually towards the feral creature that catches it in his mouth and immediately chomps down, breaking the bones into pieces and slurping the vitae out of it. Slip, you may slake one hunger. You are still in hunger frenzy.
I would like to throw him another rat.
Hang on. Oh, no. Sorry. You ignore the rat.
Blast.
The rat comes hurtling towards you, and you do break it. You do slurp from it. But the beast is unsatisfied. Your hunger is unchanged. You need something stronger than a mere animal. Flip. Dexterity and brawl. Kenon. You've probably got enough forethought to realize that this creature is about to pounce forward onto you and attempt to feed from you. How would you like to respond?
I'd like to not.
Dex and athletics, please.
I have a legitimate question.
Yes.
Am I allowed to intercede in this and throw myself at Slip? Like, try to grapple him to the ground?
I'll let you do that for free.
Well, I have to, I assume, roll with the grapple to try to hold him down? Oh, okay.
Okay, if Sato's grappling Slip, do I still need to roll my,
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Because Slip pounces forward, and at the very last second, Sato pushes you out of the way, Kenon, and Slip lands directly onto Sato, forcing him to the ground, all four fangs of Slip's bared. Anything you'd like to do, Sato? You don't have to.
I know.
You just let it happen.
I know, I'm thinking about it. Hold on.
Marcelina's trudging.
God fucking damn it!
You'll probably be picked up by the car on the way, Marcelina.
Oh, word. Okay.
Just want to see what happens between Sato and Slip right now. 'Cause it's getting spicy.
I think Sato's gonna just look up at him for a moment.
Wait, no, don't put me in the fucking car. Nope. Sorry,
No?
I'm so
Okay.
sorry. Don't put me in the car.
Cling to
Nope,
the roof.
don't put me in the car.
Okay.
Yep, I'm trucking along.
Okay.
Just jogging back there. I'd say that Sato looks up at Slip, and it's just, I can't atone for what I did if I die. And he's gonna try to roll, like grab on and force all of his body weight up and try to roll Slip onto his back. Basically, flip it.
Strength and brawl versus strength and brawl.
grapple?
This is a grapple.
Yep.
Okay.
Good. Unless anyone wants to reroll.
Man, I really wanted to see Softy become the top.
I'm so...
I am the top. Shut up.
Can't take you people anywhere.
I'm gonna stick with it.
Okay. Sato, you are able to flip Slip over onto his back. A brief look of surprise crosses Slip's face that is immediately replaced with anger. His 4 fangs sink straight into your arm.
Fucking hell!
Slip. You may slake 1 hunger. Sato, you will increase yours by 1, and you will take 2 aggravated damage. And Slip, you will, as you sup this strange blood that is in Sato's veins, you know his blood. It is satiating you. But there is just something alongside it that you're not quite used to. But you come out of your frenzy just in time for Elias, Ruby, and when Marcelina wishes it, to all arrive. And Kenun probably just looking over these two, and I'm not sure what Kenun's thinking. I'd like to know though, Kenun, what are you thinking as you witness this?
Kinjin. That's about the long and short of it. And just, I'd like to hand Slip one of the rats we collected for him. Gosh darn, we collected these rats. He might as well eat one of them.
And just so you know, Ruby, you and Elias have arrived back at the Haven. And Marcelina, whenever you feel it is appropriate, you also arrive back.
Oh,
I'm gonna hang out outside.
Yeah, Kenun hand Slip a rat and then help Sato up and is just exasperated.
Elias will look around. Well, it seems like you're yourself again, Slip. That's good.
This exact situation is why I built a barricade. Is everyone still with us?
A couple rats are dead, but everyone else seems fine.
Tragic.
I think Kenun just goes and actually hands the entire box of rat to Slip for when you need them.
It occurs to me, Slip, I should have waited until after you fed to heal you. I'm so sorry.
I'm glad I'm waiting outside with Marcelina.
I'm actually keeping myself pretty far from everyone because I'm at 4 hunger. Yeah. And I'm a blood leech, so
Well, then
you
I'm
don't
just
see
standing
me.
by the front door, but I'll be inside.
Marcelina is
I'm pissed.
somewhere, Marcelina's somewhere, just not near the door. She's nowhere near the house.
Holding the box, he does like a full 360 spin.
How the fuck did I get home?
You came scuttling in on all 4s.
That's hopefully not as bad as I think it is.
He's gonna go to the front door and peek his head out of what's left of it, looking for signs of the other coterie members and the car.
You'll see Ruby standing on the doorstep. And Marcelina probably way off in the distance.
I'm very purposefully not going towards the house at this point, so. The car's there, though. With Ruby.
Hello,
And Elias.
Ruby.
Hi.
Would you like a rat?
No. No, thank you.
Okie dokie.
To tuck the box under one arm and head for Marcelina.
Sorry.
Just as he goes by.
Happens.
You're able to walk down the road, a box of rats in hand, and meet up with Marcelina, patiently waiting. Pupils may be dilated slightly, a look of hunger upon her that you of all people right now would be able to recognize instantly.
And there's signs of no bite wounds on Marcelina, right? Like he did not get a hold of her.
No, I don't think so.
No, there's no bite mark. No.
Hey,
Hey.
Elias apologizes for the mistake.
Hmm. I can't go into that house right now.
All right.
He'll just aggressively shake the box so it squeaks.
The rats. I should have just let you eat the rats. We could have avoided that mess in the car. We have some bad luck with cars, is what I'm learning.
Yeah. Well, you got your cup.
Yes, I do. She hands him the cup.
He's gonna sit on the curb. Miserable. Satisfied all at the same time.
Rouse check.
How many? How much do you think you need?
At least 2.
And another please, Slip. Lovely.
Okie dokie.
Obscure the flow of vitae from Marcelina. Let's not trigger her. Pour your blood into the cup and hand it straight over to Marcelina.
She immediately starts sipping.
I will share this meal by consuming rats.
You may both slake to hunger. Meanwhile, back in the house, with Sato, Kenon, Elias, and Ruby. What are you all doing right now?
I feel like Sato is kind of has slid down a wall to sit on the ground and is just staring at his jacked up arm after having it bitten into. He's just like gently rubbing the area like, oh, that hurts. This fucking hurts.
Kenan is quietly preparing another cup of tea for anybody who wants it.
I should drink some tea.
I would love some tea.
Yeah, Sato would be getting a mug of tea whether or not he admitted to wanting any.
Ruby?
Very quiet and processing. Because I don't know anyone here as well as everyone else.
Yeah,
And I
Kenan
was just
offers
very
her
much
tea
attacked.
to be polite.
You may take
I
the
need
tea if you so
something-
wish, Ruby.
I need something stronger.
Very well. He
Well,
sort
they
of
will-
sits himself down at the table. Drinks
Well,
his
they
tea.
will have a tea party. Slip,
Yeah.
Marcelina. What are your plans?
He throws the empty shoebox into the street.
Marcelina's gonna sit next to him. How much longer do you think we can keep this up?
I don't know.
Me neither.
I don't remember what happened specifically.
Elias saw that you were hurting. He tried to heal you, started bleeding from his fucking forehead, and you lost control.
I was able to, Who fed me upstairs?
Ruby.
Did I harm Ruby?
In the car. You took a chunk out of her arm. Yep. Yeah, you got a piece of her in your second stomach.
No. Please.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's disrespectful. Great. Perfect. Love that for me.
Well, there's another thing.
Oh, great. What's up?
You're probably blood bonded to her. You fed from her, so...
Probably why I said sorry. To my knowledge, it takes a couple times for it to become an issue, but...
Yeah.
It may not be a bad idea. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was able to resist the beast when I was awoken. I guess it being Elias is a especially dubious task.
Yeah. Slip, I don't think you understand. You fed from her when you woke up, right? And then you frenzied and you drank more from her. Took a chunk of her arm. So that blood bond is probably getting a little bit thick. I don't know how long it takes for that kind of thing to pass through your system. So for now, you're going to be pretty agreeable with her.
Pretty agreeable as it goes. Well, now that we're all absolutely fucked up and starving,
right? Mm-hmm.
Let's go find out what we're doing tonight, other than feeding Ruby.
Right. Do you think that's okay?
I don't think ignoring it is better. I don't think either's good.
Not.
I also fed from Sato.
Yes, you did. You took a big old chunk out of him too. So that's good.
A little floss.
Right. You know, I would like to punch Sato in the face, but I think you biting them might have been good enough there.
I don't particularly care what you do with Satorin.
Huh. Well, happened that quick, huh? That's new.
I was attacked.
You were?
In my attic. After being attacked in the Haven. I do not care what you do with Saturin of the Gaki.
Understood.
If we are to feed multiple people, may I advertise my sire's request? The tea shop.
I think that's a good idea.
Good.
I think you and I will be in a separate car, though. It's just safer that way. The rest will
Sure.
follow.
Find that agreeable.
All right, then. Well, let's go and get this down to business then, right?
Yep.
This seems like a very good place to call a break. We'll be right back as soon as Slip has had his stomach pumped.
They're both inside of me at the same time.
Ruby! Just
I'm
in
writing a new
case.
character sheet. It might not be Ruby, but
Will that, because I know you have some bits and bobs to do. Will you be back after the break?
yeah, I've got some time.
Yeah? Okay.
The cutoff will be what I said earlier.
Okay.
So
that
yeah,
fits in
still
nice.
got like an hour and a half. Almost 2.
Alright. Then we'll all be right back.
There are powerful foes here. And she wanted us to come here before we took care of any other business.
Right. You see Marcelina like checks her guns and she'll, slam the magazine back into it and says, "Right, powerful flows, let's go." She'll start walking towards the tea house.
The coterie head into the tea room, and almost straight away are greeted by a member of staff who gives a deep, polite bow to the coven. "Konbawa! I'm sorry, we're very busy at the moment." The man checks round briefly to make sure no one is in earshot, as he switches to English and says, "I don't think you're here to drink tea, though. Looking at you, I
could go for some tea.
Elias.
One tea for Elias, but you're right. We're not here for tea.
Man switches back to Japanese and responds to the kindred. We have an area for special guests to wait. Please come with me and I can take you there.
Marcelina follows.
Everyone following?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
The man turns, walks.
I just wanted to, like, as we're walking, Marcelina's, like, doing her thing. She's looking around trying to gather information about what's going on in here before they get brought into this room.
I think the only, in this bit, it just seems like a very busy tea room. Nothing strikes you as part of your connections. Nothing strikes you as kindred related on here. And the man turns and walks through the crowded, steam-filled downstairs. The maze of people-filled booths and seats, all deep in conversation, relaxed, oblivious to the predators walking among them. They are led to the back of a large room, and up a set of dark, varnished stairs. Don't let a single sound leak out of them as the coterie proceed up. At the top of the stairs, the kindred are led round the corner, away from the general hustle and bustle that emits from the opposite way. He slides open a door, a paper and wooden sliding door that has a specific name that I don't remember, and are led round the corner away from... Fuck myself up. To an elegant but simple large room filled with various men and women, both well dressed and casual. As they are guided through the busy area, straight past a stage with geisha upon it, playing the samisen, their escort mentions to them, "Our resident samisen player is extremely talented, but sadly we are lacking anyone capable of accompanying her these nights." And the escort guides the coterie slightly beyond the stage, and are led to an area with sunken seating, and a table in the centre, several room shoes set out for each of you. You each take a pair, and before seating yourselves, their escort briefly says, "Please wait here. You will be seen soon."
Marcelina nods and takes a seat.
And as you all
Edwin's
sit
attention
down,
is very much on the stage.
is there anything you'd like to talk about?
Why are we here again?
Because Violet asked us to be. She wanted us to look into this place.
Okay.
Now, we've had a rough start to the evening, but I think that we can all agree in effort to accomplish what our dear Violet would like for us to accomplish. We can set all that aside and operate with full cylinders spinning. Yes?
Yes.
Good. I don't know what type of place this is, but the man was able to recognize pretty quickly that we were not human. So I am wondering if maybe this is the type of place that serves our kind. There are a few that exist. You may find yourself something to eat here, Ruby.
I think that'll make this go a lot smoother.
Right then.
What is your preference?
Well, if they have people here that are helpful in that way, that's fine.
Right, consent.
Storyteller, as I'm like kind of watching, you know, the stuff going on around here, is there any way to tell if this is the kind of place that can offer that kind of help?
It's an awareness. With +1 for sight. That's fine.
Okay.
You're able to cast your gaze around the room, and you notice there is no longer a steamy haze that clings to the ceiling like there was on the previous floor. You spy a peek at the nearest table and notice that whatever it is that they are consuming is a deep sanguine liquid, not tea.
Yeah, this is definitely that kind of place.
I feel like at this
We'll
point,
just have to-
Kenun...
Oh god.
Oh, he's very much distracted by the just existence of the stage, and I think he quietly sort of excuses himself and wanders over to go to see who he can talk to about that.
Kenon, you wander over to the side of the stage. There is, of course, a stage manager just standing at the side idly. He bows to you. He speaks in Japanese at first. Konbanwa.
Kenun just sort of offers a slight bow and just gestures at the stage as the player tries to formulate a sentence. Getting a little spinning wheel for some reason. I don't know why.
Can I say that in the time that, you know, in that week span of last session to this one, right? Marcelina would have started teaching Kenun Japanese again.
You can say that.
Okay.
Won't help Kenon much, though.
We can try.
But Kenon was given Babble
Oh,
on
good.
his phone
Oh, wait.
from
Did
Slip.
I have a phone now? Cool. I know we talked about it, but I have a phone now. All right. But yeah, since words are failing me at the moment, I'm just gonna... Kenun just sort of makes it known that he, too, is a performer, and that if they have, you know...
The man.
Though he lacks the costume or any particular things right now, he knows what he's doing and would love to perform alongside the people on stage.
Please forgive me. I thought you spoke Japanese, and he switched over to English. You wish to perform on the side of the stage?
It should be a lovely opportunity.
I'm sure a performer would love an accompaniment. I hope you are just as elegant in movement as our geisha is on the samisen.
I certainly hope so as well.
He bows. And you're able to get up onto the stage. Would you like to perform?
Yeah, he gets up there on stage, and though he lacks proper costume or even a paper fan, he starts to dance. He moves with a practiced grace and carefully coordinated elegance. The weariness in his face of late seems to almost fall away. Kenun himself almost disappearing behind every flowing step and delicate gesture. Yet there is a weight to his bearing, a solemnity verging on desperation, as the tilt of his head and the twist of his hand evoke hope. It is clearly a thing that flickers.
Dex and performance, please. Kenon, you perform with grace, elegance, and style in a traditional manner. You have managed to capture the attention of all of those in the tea shop, likely including the coterie as well, with your elegant movements. As your performance slows down and ends, there is an actual rapture of polite applause that crosses the entire room. You are able to return to your seat. Anything you would all like to talk about?
Were you always a dancer, Anu?
Say that again?
Were you always a dancer? Before
Yes,
your second breath?
among other
Very good
things,
at it.
yes. Thank you. I have worked long and hard.
It shows. Right, well. Hopefully they come soon.
Canon,
Yes.
is this a location that is far enough away from the village that you might feed?
I'm going to assume the answer to that is yes, storyteller.
You'll have to find out,
That we-
won't you?
Okay.
Shit. I was like, she's just about to ask that.
I would like to find someone and get rid of some of my hunger. If they do that here.
You might want to wait.
Oh boy. Okay.
So I guess the answer to Slip's
Storyteller will
question,
provide.
I should hope we are far enough to be rid of the tainted she, but I suppose it remains to be seen.
If you need help, which I doubt you do, but if I can assist in some small way.
The offer is appreciated.
Moments later, the man that escorted you to your seats approaches you, gives a deep bow. Your appointment is ready. Please. The man walks the coterie to the door, steps to one side, gestures with one arm along the wooden corridor before you all, at the end of which another wooden paper sliding door is open and awaits your entry. Everyone heading forward?
Yes.
Yes.
Proceed forward along the corridor, beyond the bowing man, and into the room gestured to, finding an extremely large version of the same room you were just waiting in. Far from being so bare, though, this room is filled with various recreations of famous traditional artwork, most of which are easily recognized by every single one of you. Sat opposite to the entrance is a sickly-looking man. His gaunt face barely passes for human in appearance. Clearly a Nosferatu. Doesn't matter if they dress in expensive suits, rags. In this kindred's case, a kimono. You can always spot a Nosferatu.
Ah, good evening, good evening. Yes, yes. Sit, sit. Make yourselves comfortable.
Marcelina gives a slight bow, and we'll sit.
Do you need refreshments?
That would be nice.
Of course, and you. I know exactly what you need. Anybody else?
If you're giving complimentary refreshments, I'll certainly take one.
You have a similar need.
I must say, Sato looks at Kanun, kind of like tilts his head, like, are we cool to eat here? Can I eat here?
Like, would we
Is that
be able to,
safe?
like, sense, like we sensed when the chi was bad when we were on our way to the village? Would we have any sort of, any roll we can make to gauge?
You're just gonna have to take a gamble.
I got bit by my ex today. I need to eat.
Some people pay money for that.
So yeah, Kennen just gives Sato, like, meets his eye and just sort of gives a slight, not so much a shrug as a subtle tilt of the head, but it means the same thing.
Nosferatu will give a nod to the man who escorted you in. He returns a moment later and places a small ceramic cup in front of Kenon and Sato. The man stays and kneels, first of all, next to Ruby. I apologize for this, Ruby. He looks up at Ruby and he says, I would be honored if you would feed from me tonight.
Do you prefer someplace private?
Don't give the stock choice. They might start asking for a union, or worse, pay.
I think I prefer someplace private.
As you wish.
And the man will lead you to the rest rooms. They're very nice, extremely clean and elegant. And once more places himself on two knees in front of you. Doing the deed?
I will put my hands on his arms and, like, stand him up. There's no need for that. Are you taken care of here?
I want for nothing. What else is there?
Just making sure you're safe. You seemed like an asshole.
Would never say that about Master Joho.
Okay. I might need a little bit more than what you might be used to. Are you sure you're going to be taken care of?
Whatever you need, I'm happy to provide for you.
God.
Okay. And I need to take 2 away. 2 hunger.
Your predator roll for me, please.
Yep. Where is that? Just so I don't have to look all over.
Is it Blood and Detail? Blood and XP, sorry? Yeah, Blood and XP tab
Oh, here it
along
is.
the top. And then the little dot. You got it. Oof. I think, for exceptional circumstances after a hell of a night, it's going to be okay. This once. And you'll be able to sink your fangs directly into the man's flesh. He lets out a small moan that's easily recognizable as pleasure. And you suck from his arm and take just the right amount that you need. You may slake 2 hunger. The man gives you a very breathy thank you and bows.
Thank you.
Turning to the table.
Yep, I rejoin the group.
And you will return just in time to see that another member of staff is also kneeling directly in front of Elias and delivers the same line. I would be honored if you would feed from me tonight.
Oh, thank you. That's so kind of you. And Elias would lean in and feed, only taking 1 point of blood.
Do your predator roll for me, please. Oh, yeah, that's absolutely a success. You sink your fangs directly into the man's flesh, piercing a vein, and taking just a small amount of the body-warm liquid, letting it pass your lips and down your throat, revitalizing you. He looks up at you with almost puppy dog-like eyes and says, "Thank you for being so gentle with me." He gives you a bow and leaves you. Kenun, Sato, you may each slake 2 hunger as well as you sip whatever this concoction of vitae is in your own ceramic glasses. The Nosferatu turns to Kenun. You must be one of the Gaki that joined up with the tower. I wasn't expecting someone so pretty. And I don't mean that. He gestures vaguely at your face. Tell me, what is your name?
I am Kenun.
Ah, yes, Kenun, that's it. You had a friend involved in that collapsed building, didn't you?
Kenun just sort of looks at him.
Shame that, as far as I can tell, having a building collapse on you is enough to finish off even your kind. My sympathies to you and your coterie for your loss. Since you performed so admirably and gracefully, let me give you a piece of advice. When you get what you seek from the train, do not go back the way you came here. You will be hunted. Let's face it, you'll be trapped, alone, and easily overpowered. No, you should make your way back by car. Make sure you use the back roads, too. It takes longer, but taking the busier roads is basically painting a giant target on your back. I think if you go the scenic route, you may find something far more interesting, too. Like a throat lozenge.
I shall take your advice into consideration. Kenun says, his face as calm as usual, but knuckles ever so faintly white on the cup as he holds it.
Now, which one of you is Slip, huh? Huh? I'm joking, of course. Just a little Nosferatu joke, what? You all look like you sat on a nail. I was warned this might happen. Oh well. Slippity, slippery, slip. Good to put half a face to a name at long last.
Hello.
Hello. I know more about you than you probably know about yourself.
That may as well happen.
You aren't even interested just a little bit.
In what?
What I know about you that you don't know about yourself. I thought you were Nosferatu. Act like one.
I am. We can talk about that in private, if you'd like.
Private. Dull.
Excuse me.
Excuse the staff. I haven't had the place dusted for some time. It gets to my throat, you see. The tourists like the whole Nosferatu treatment, you see.
Sure, what's not to like?
Right. Now, if you want this little carrot that I'm dangling in front of you, how about I tell you a secret in exchange for a secret? Let's all be friends.
Well, as I have no way to verify your information, since I do not know it myself, it seems a bit like I would be jumping the gun and simply feeding you information.
Wow, you aren't one of us, really, are you? Why would a Nosferatu lie to another Nosferatu? We exchange secrets, the same way these regular ones exchange boons. I'd be doing myself a disservice if I lied to you. Not good for business, that.
All right.
Perhaps you have some gawky secrets. Just one.
Sure.
Spill.
Not here.
Ugh. We're supposed to be friends. We're
Ah,
family.
There are others present. Come on.
You don't like to show off in front of others?
It's not a secret if everyone knows.
But it would still remain a secret if it was between everyone here. You don't trust them, is that it? You keep little secret poos from them, is that what you're saying?
I have reasons to be less than trusting of some.
Oh, which ones pissed you off?
The aggressively homosexual one.
Elias?
You guessed it.
What did he do? Tell
Look at
Uncle
him.
Joho.
Look into his beady little eyes.
Which one? He has 3 of them, you know.
Eh,
What did he do to you? Tell me. Tell Uncle Joho everything.
suffice to say, no good deed goes unpunished.
Yes? Don't talk in
Though
riddles,
he-
man.
Though he did not suffer.
Do I have to
He
ask
started-
him what he did?
He started a chain reaction that ended in me seriously wounding several people here. Oops.
I see. Something of a ticking time bomb, is he?
Covered in butter.
I understand. I pay my debts. Now you see, Slip-San, you were a prisoner of the Gaki. You were meant to be part of an exchange. They get you, we get one of them. Then that whole shit happened when the new guys came in, so no one was ever exchanged for you. But they still kept you. Probably why they haven't gone after the tower in vengeance. Interesting, huh?
Sure.
Oh, you don't think being Gaki property for all those years is particularly interesting?
Doesn't really matter who holds the leash at my age.
They used you and discarded you like some sort of worn-out sex toy.
Yes.
Ugh. You really need to work on your self-esteem. I'll let that sink in for you. Oh.
Sure. Why
and
not?
Slip San. Congratulations on joining the tower. It's a smart move. Hard for anyone to stay independent these nights. Hard indeed. So, to business. How familiar are you with the stories of our clan?
Is that a question he's asking the coterie, or is he asking that specifically?
Oh, please. All of you. Anyone. Let's make it trivia night.
Okay, ST, how familiar is Marcelina with Nosferatu stories?
Ish.
Okay.
I'm just glad to be able to talk normally for a bit, because my throat is not liking this.
Well, I do believe Nosferatu exchange information via cuddle puddles.
True.
I'm sorry,
That's
what?
True. That's a fact.
What did the homosexual one just say?
My understanding is that Nosferatu, back in their warrens, exchange information and network via cuddle puddle.
Who the fuck told you that bullshit?
My sire.
Oh. Then in that case, that's absolutely true, and I would never defy what she said.
So you're saying that a Nosferatu has lied to another Nosferatu. Interesting, as that contradicts previous statements.
Well, she didn't exactly lie. She most certainly does exchange information. In that way, it's a team-building exercise. And I wouldn't personally describe a warren as a cuddle puddle, but sadly it is an accurate description.
Nice.
But, more importantly, have any of you heard of the Niktuku?
I am interested. Would I have heard of the Niktuku?
Nope.
Fun. Would I have?
Nope.
Should I do an occult roll? Okay. Nope.
Nope. Slip may
No
do an
roll
occult
for
roll
this.
if he wishes.
No.
Can you repeat the word one more time?
Niktuku. Basically, only person who's got a chance of knowing this would be Slip. But he doesn't.
I can tell from the blank faces, you haven't. I feared as much. There's something of a horror story to our kind. Though these nights as older ones disappear, so too do the stories of our oldest, most powerful enemy and greatest secret. I have reason to believe there is one here. I've had a lot of my people disappear recently. Well-trained people. They wouldn't just go missing kind of people. Excuse me, I'm going to tell that guy should have shut the fuck up for a bit. God, that does get on your tits for a while. The reason I suspect the Nektuku is that one of them actually managed to get back to me, heavily wounded. He told me a tale of some monster that stalked him before he could reveal to me where he choked to death, either on his own blood or a loose organ. Hard to say which, really. So, what do you say, Slip? Want to do some real Nosferatu work? Your friends can tag along too. You might need them. You might learn a little about your clan, what it means to be Nosferatu along the way. Find a throat lozenge as well. If you get rid of this thing, I'll do you a favor. I can keep the train you're after stopped in Yamagata Station for an extra week or two. Make sure you can get on in your own time, nice and safe. I won't force you into this. We're practically cousins, after all. But part of being Nosferatu is having each other's backs. So what do you say, Slip?
Well, my sire is forcing me to be here, and the task you are going to assist with is not even my task. So, sure, use me up. That sounds fine.
I assure you, the Niktuku are something that is of great concern to all of us.
What isn't?
The Camarilla.
I'll be happy to help.
Good. You can give him something to chew on while the rest actually do something.
Slip's a very good friend of mine, and if a friend of mine needs help, I'll help.
Damn, Slip, you form those blood bonds real well.
No, just gay.
Oh.
The Niktuku.
Yes.
Can you give us a little more information on that? I like to have a more detailed description before I go hunting.
What kind of information are you after? It may cost you something. This is something...
Simply...
Yes?
Simply, what is it?
What you ask you think is very simplistic, but it is not, and something incredibly secret to us.
So let me get this straight. You want us to go after this super secret creature. You want us to take it out.
Yes.
But you don't want to tell us what it is.
It is kindred. It is something that hunts the Nosferatu. They say there are very few of them. Have you ever visited? Jesus Christ. Have you ever visited a Nosferatu warren?
ST, would I have? In my many years of hunting?
If you wanna.
I imagine I have, had to get in the mix with some Nosferatu.
Yeah.
So, you've seen the defenses we put up. The guns, the barricades. Why do you think we do that? Do you think we're worried about pet alligators or dead goldfish?
No.
Every single warren has a defense against the Niktuku.
Alright then. Right, well. Can't have this thing killing Slip or Violet, so yes. I'll help.
Boss. Let me tell you everything I can then. It first started in Yamagata City. Most of my guys were caught around the village you came from. Mostly. The most recent to disappear was using an old, disused restaurant as a base of operations. He was looking into some blip on the radar, possibly a kindred, but he was looking into it for me.
Nosferatu reaches into his inside pocket and places a tablet on the table, already loaded with a Booble map page of the area the coterie is staying. He points to a country road and the single small square upon it.
This is where I suggest you start your search. I wish I could give you more to go on, but this trail is only a few nights old as is. I suggest you retrace his last steps, see if you can find any clues. I insist on my men keeping records of their investigations until they report back to me so I can file them away and prevent breaches of the Masquerade. There is also a Cainite that has laid claim to Taihak Ward of Sendai. The area is vast countryside along the mountains. A road.
Oh, fuck me. How do you do this every week, Slip?
A road, a park, a hiking trail. All there's Manataki Falls to the start of Yamadera. This Sniktuku would have had to have crossed their domain at some point, perhaps even spoken to this Cainite. Their kind don't take kindly to strangers sitting up so close to their own without announcement. Might be able to get some information of this Noktuku has pissed him off. If you go there, though, start at Anataki Falls. Leave an offering. This one's old-fashioned. You'll each have to offer your blood onto the land first, then pour a bottle of sake onto the ground. The good shit, not that store-bought rubbish. That'll at least give you an audience. Oh, and don't go thinking you can drive along there. Leave your car in the car park the tourists use and walk. Be careful of snakes. Any final questions? Please don't make me talk more.
No, sir. I like snakes. Right, well, if that's all, then we'll be headed out.
Lovely.
Thank you for the refreshments.
You are most welcome. Toodles.
Marcelina will immediately get up, start making her way out.
Lovely. Everyone following Marcelina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Heading out into the car park. And before you each board your respective vehicles, is there anything you would like to talk about first?
So, you were basically held captive by the Gaki.
Sure. I guess. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, that's how it works here.
Well, explains why the Ventru, why he treated you the way he did.
It also explains the rushed recruitment, the 3 days of proper training, and the never seeing my actual sire again.
Yeah. You okay with that?
Sure. Sucks to suck.
I guess.
I've been treated worse by better.
To the people in the vehicle I'm in, we are in vehicles now, right?
Not quite yet. You're in the
We're
car
about to
park.
be.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. For the ride back, I know I caused some pain and suffering to our coterie. Does anyone in particular need some healing?
No, I think we're all right, Elias. Thank you.
Nobody at all? Very well.
No, please.
Alright, well, if no one needs healing, then Elias will get in the car.
Thank you for offering.
Before you get in the car, Elias, whoever's driving each vehicle might want to decide a destination. You have two before you.
How much time do we have before the sun starts making its way up?
That's a very good point. Probably not very long.
So it may be a thing of we go home, we rest, leave first thing, and then I forgot the name of the place, but the first like square that he mentioned us retracing the person's steps.
The abandoned restaurant in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that might be the best place to start. We have no idea what we're really going up against. A little more details will help. Is everyone agreeable to that, or are there other suggestions?
That's fine by me.
I don't see an
Slips.
issue with it.
Slip's already in the car.
Alright then. Home we go. Marcelina will get in the car with Slip, and she'll just take off.
Marcelina, Slip. As you drive along a quiet, country, mountainous road, is there anything the two of you would like to talk about en route?
You didn't give him up.
What?
When your cousin asked you which one of us pissed you off, you didn't give Sato up.
No, I did. Then he made a joke and we stuck with the bit.
I don't think he knew who you were actually talking about.
A guy that knows that much, I would be shocked if he was as dim as that.
Well, he's got a lot of hands and a lot of things. He might be a bit preoccupied to notice the subtleties.
It was not my intention to spare Sato. If our host did not pick up what I put down, so be it.
I see. So that's just it, huh? I don't blame you. I'm just curious. It's the end of that.
The situation we find ourselves in tonight is because I have been very polite.
You're not wrong. Like I said, I don't judge you.
Neither do I.
But with that being said, we still have a job to do, and I'm not talking about the Nick Tuku thing. Can you still operate without letting how you feel about it get in the way?
Sure. The plan doesn't change. Execution doesn't change.
All right then.
The only difference, the only thing that has changed is there is one more of us who does not necessarily know what's up, but maybe she does. Hard to say.
Yeah, well, she keeps saying that her intent is to help with the condition. Oh, I'm not dying, so there's that.
Oh,
Yeah, apparently I didn't get sick, even though I most definitely took several gulps of Violet, so... Yay me.
okay. Does that make you special, or her special, or yes?
Not a fucking clue. Not a fucking clue. I'm probably being possessed by a demon, so that might have to do with some of it, but we'll see.
Oh. Maybe.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, we'll do another test once we sort that out, I guess.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
I know things have... Oh, sorry.
Nope, carry on.
Just real quick. I know things have changed for you. I recognize it. But, the promise is still a promise. Don't forget that, okay?
Which promise?
That we'll take each other out if we go a little too far.
Oh. Sure.
Alright then. So long as you don't forget. Also, you should check your fucking messages. I'm pretty sure my cousin called you back.
Oh. Sure.
Meanwhile, Sato, Kenon, Elias, and Ruby each board the people carrier. Kenon's driving. Sato, I'm still not recovered my voice. Sato, we're about to see you sitting in the people carrier.
If Kenon's driving, Sato will be in the passenger seat.
As you bring the vehicle out, you'll notice that several of the staff come hurtling out, stopping the vehicle. One of them stands next to the passenger seat, takes a baseball bat, and smashes the window. They proceed back and allow you to exit. And as you all drive along the route back to the Haven, is there anything you would all like to talk about?
What the fuck
Why
was
did they
that?
just take it back to the vehicle?
Was that a threat?
That was
That was
either
a
a
threat.
threat or a way to be identified by someone else.
That was so many things that are not okay.
He did ask which one of you offended Slip.
God. Come on. Sato's gonna slam his head onto like the dash. Just go full forward, like he just doesn't want to look up or be anywhere right now.
Elias will reach up for the back and start like giving Sato a shoulder rub. It's okay, Sato. Do you want me to drive?
Kenon's driving.
Oops. My bad. I get the Gaki confused all the time.
They all look the same, am I right? Sorry, Elsa.
It's okay, Sato. It's just a stressful night. The night's coming to an end soon.
I don't think I could have fucked up worse, could I have?
Things can always be worse.
That's
we are
not as
all
comforting.
alive. We are all unalive and together still. Here, do you want me to adjust your seat so it leans back? I can scoot over some.
I don't need to lean back, Elias. I need to
Ridiculous though his words are, he does have a point. Things can
Yes.
be worse. And the lot of us yet unlive.
Maybe you will have an opportunity to save a slip from certain peril, and then you can be the hero.
Ah! I don't think that's gonna fix anything. I don't even think an apology is gonna fix anything.
Well, you could
I
certainly.
have buried any relationship I ever had with him so far down in the ground it is not even funny.
Then
Well-
perhaps you should stop seeking to fix things and begin moving on, dear Sato Rin.
You're right. I just
Well, Sato, if you've dug yourself a hole, then you can fill the hole with dirt and climb out.
You know, I don't think that's the normal turn of phrase, but I think I like that one a little better.
Yes,
Sure.
if you.
Carry on.
You're right, Kanun. I just need to move on. I guess I finally forced it on myself.
At least you see it now.
Before we call an end to the session, Ruby, as you're travelling along this coterie, windows smashed, all the events that have unfolded tonight, what's Ruby thinking and feeling right now?
She is gonna take a break from this. That was a lot. And now, having given the news to Marcelina, kind of needs to regroup with Regina.
And on that note, we'll call an end to this week's Nihon Nights. Thank you all for coming and watching. Thank you all for playing, and thank you all for the subs, bits, hype trains, and other assorted things. I'm very grateful.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
25 again. Oh god, where do we start? So,
Me too!
all of our characters have made use of the unofficial player's guide from our good buddy Bully. It's a really good little book, and you can find it in a link provided in chat right now. It's a reasonable price and has a wide menagerie of flaws, predator types, disciplines, and other wonderful assorted goods. This week, we will go in order of most likely to order a pizza with pineapple on it for someone else as a prank, starting with Ruby. Who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
That's a terrible prank. I would just eat the pizza. I'm Wowzers. I played Ruby, and you can find me. I do a lot of different things. The easiest way is to just follow my Twitter at Wowzers, spelled VVOWZERZ. I have a pinned tweet that has everything in it for you. That's it for me.
Elias, what were you saying?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Slip, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
Oh my gosh. I'm Vam Daddy here on Twitch. I'm Vampire Father over on Twitter. I'm here Fridays. I'm going to be here Mondays coming up real soon. I think it's next Monday, actually. Potentially. And then other than that, I stream variety.
Don't forget, you have a very sultry voice.
I speak with words, yes.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I likes the way you says it.
See,
Sato.
that's the trick.
Oh, I should be higher on this list.
As a prank, really? Sato, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
I am Softonomicon. I am that on every social media I have. On Twitch, normally I am an artist and a variety streamer. I do video games. I am also here, Sato Rin, and on Mondays I will be GMing a Shadowrun game as my alter ego, Cosmic Goth. And of course, the most important thing is I am Shiv's hedgehog husband.
Damn right.
I'll suck your tentacles.
Kenon, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
Hi, I'm Daybreakathon. You can usually find me streaming stuff over at Daybreakathon on Twitch. Written a couple of fantasy novels that are fun if you want to check them out. I did the character art for Slip, Sato, and Kenun, and my commissions are open if you want to see me draw a thing for you. And aside from that, my dog says hi.
Hello, doggo. Marcelina, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
I do. Hi, everyone. I'm Chastity. You can find me all over the internet as the Risa Rave. There I have a, similarly to Wowzers, I have a link in which you can follow to find all of my things. I am here on Table of Horrors, doing all kinds of things that you will see in the very near future, including that Shadowrun game. I am also on Lanyap Gaming, where we are live on Tuesdays and Sundays. And you can see us play VTM and talk about VTM and all that wonderful stuff. And then I've done some stuff with Table Goth, so you can check that out on YouTube and hopefully enjoy what's there. And that's it.
Check out our links down below for Twitter, Discord, merch store. We have merch. We have a Twitter. We have a Discord. We have a YouTube with all pretty much everything we've done before, all archived up and over there. And you can see our journey from how to play vampire, and more, a lot more. We are planning part 2 of the Aliens game for the very near future. We have a Wraith one-shot that's going to be coming up. I say one-shot. That game is absolutely beautifully terrible, and it's probably going to be at least a 2-shot. But we're going to go raiding on D&D roll call. But legally, morally, objectively, we can't go until Marcelina says the line.
Hola. This is Sleep. Yes. I'm Maribel. I was told to call you back, and I am calling you back. I could use help with my tech things, but my cousin told me that you are far more interested in other things, and I would love to get to know you and talk about that. So, I guess tag your it. Call me back.
How the fuck can anyone say no to that accent?
I'm gonna cry.